Hey guys and girls, it's Utah Johnny. It's a Sunday afternoon, the sun is out, but it's still a little chilly. Today we're gonna look at my 2008 Toyota Tundra regular cab short bed. Now, it's kind of a cool story behind this truck that I'll share with you. This is a super rare truck. I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of these regular cab short beds. And then even to make it a little bit more rare, or a lot more rare, it actually came equipped with the TRD package, and it's got the 5.7 V8 that Toyota put in the majority of Tundras. So it's a beast. Check out these huge long doors. Now I'm 6'5", and there is all types of room in here. In fact, I mean, I could even just lay the seat back and just like almost take a nap in there. So a lot of people don't realize the regular cabs are actually quite spacious in the Tundra. Now it's a little beat up here and there, you know, but it's been a really cool rig. Of course, yours truly made that front little bumper. So the story behind this guy, I set out a couple years ago looking for a regular cab Tundra. Now one popped up on eBay and it was in, I believe, Georgia. I thought, well, you know, for a $10,000 truck, I don't know if I want to pay like a couple $1,000s in shipping and so forth. And as much as I liked the truck, I decided to pass on it. Fast forward 2 or 3 months later, guess what pops up? The exact same truck. Now here I am thinking that some scammer took eBay's ad and kind of recreated it, and so I started conversing with the guy that was selling it locally. Sure enough, the car was actually here.
So I drove out to Provo and I decided to make it mine.
Now I typically do all the work myself on my rigs, including lift kits and so forth. When I bought this truck, I was still working full-time. I'm kind of quasi-retired now. And so I dropped it off at my buddy's place, Cruiser Outfitters, here in Sandy, Utah. Now I've known Kurt for quite some time. We've been into Toyota 4x4s for a long time. He was actually once part of my little Toyota club. And then I was once part of another club that we were in, the Wasatch Cruisers, shout out. He is the Land Cruiser expert, but he also, you know, of course, loves Toyotas, all types, all flavors. He is a Old Man Emu dealer, and I went with the Old Man Emu lift kit. I had him do it. Also did some upper control arms just to keep the geometry right, and worked out pretty cool. I originally had 33-inch tires and some different method wheels, but gosh, and those fender wells are just so big that I needed to go a little bigger. So I went with 35s. Of course, went with the Falcon Wild Peaks. I absolutely love these tires. I've had them on so many rigs. That Land Cruiser, a couple sets, my little lifted Mini Cooper, Pepe, this, and I think another car or two, I can't even remember, but they're freaking awesome tires. That is not a paid advertisement. That is just me being a fanboy of the Falcon Wild Peaks. When I went up to the 35-inch tires, there is a frame mount that is right there, as you can see, and a 35-inch tire will actually rub on that frame mount. I can't remember who it was I bought the kit from, but they made this little metal plate, and I cut out the frame and then welded that in. Works out real slick, and I don't have any more tire rubbing. That seems to be like the story of my life. My Porsche Cayenne did that, the Mini Cooper. It's, I guess, because I go big with the tires. So what do? Because big tires are cool. You gotta have big tires, right? Who wants small tires? Now I know the truck is really dirty right now. It's been snowed on. I didn't have a chance to go and wash it, which is kind of unlike me. What else did I do? Like I said, I built that front bumper. I replaced the headlights. These are not obviously OEM, but I wanted a little bit of that OEM look with the new cool LED, lights in there, and so forth. The original headlights, they were fine, but they were cloudy. They're halogen, and they just look old. So this really just kind of freshens up quite a bit. I also threw some black vinyl wrap on that rear bumper. I am not going to zoom in on that too close because it looks like poop. The little reverse lights I also added. Yep, I cut the bumper out and I just put those in. I also threw a little bit of that plasti dip on the emblems. Don't really know if I'm a fan of that stuff. Now check out this interior. I mean, it is clean. And there's all kinds of room in here. I love all these little secret compartments you have in here. There's kind of like 2 glove boxes at this upper one and this lower one. And I left the stereo. It's not anything great. But again, this room in the back is just freaking awesome. I mean, I could almost put my 95-pound dog back here. Actually, he's old and he's lost some weight, so he's more like 85 pounds. Don't know if he'd be too comfortable, but nevertheless, there's quite a bit of room. It's got the original window sticker, which is always neat to see in a truck. Check that out. $32,000 back in the day, 2008. Yeah, and like I said, this is kind of a rare one. With the TRD package and the V8. It's a cool truck. And along with big tires, you gotta have a bunch of really cool lights. I went with this KC highlighter LED light bar. These bad boys are kind of expensive. I hate to admit that I think that was around $1,000. They're bright and they're cool. Kind of that Baja look. And then the switch, bought some little OEM switches and put them in these little spare spots right here. Again, worked out really slick. This truck has 198,000 miles on it. They build these trucks just nice and stout. I would take this truck and I would drive it to New York right now, no problem, no worries. It's reliable, it runs great, it's strong, and man, it sure is handy to have around.
And I should also mention that these trucks are actually pretty darn quick. Motor Trend did an article back just this last November on some of the fastest trucks that they had ever tested, and guess what won? The Tundra. And it was with a crew cab 07 that obtained 0 to 60 in 6 seconds flat. Now these regular cabs weigh 500 pounds less than that. So I did some playing around just with a free app, and I was not able to mimic those 6 seconds. Probably because of elevation in Utah, 200,000 miles, and of course pushing 35-inch tires. But nevertheless, the truck gets up and scoots. Magnuson also makes a supercharger for these that is super impressive. Look at those numbers, 4.4 seconds, 0 to 60. I'm thinking that would be a lot of fun to have. All right, so there it is, my 2008 Toyota Tundra regular cab. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I got some cool stuff coming up in the future, so we hope to see you back, and you guys have a good day. Take care.
What are you still doing here? Go home. But give it a thumbs up.